Welcome to Old Folks Racing PS4 round 31 of the championship. Kev Allen is in the commanding lead, followed by Simon Allen, whilst Diogo Silva, Andy Booth and Andy Bramall are battling it out for third place. Today's race is with the Lotus 72 in Texas Motor Speedway road course. What a random combo. Kev Allen and Simon Allen are on the first row with Andy Booth and an excellent Scott Davely sharing the second row. As we await the green flag standing start here in the oval, and we have a getaway. Someone is in the wall already, but everyone else seems to have gone safely. There is Simon Allen is your leader, and here we've got Scott Davely and Scott Davely and Simon Allen have got together there on the first corner, and Simon Allen already affected by this incident as Andy Booth makes an excellent start from third and now has taken the lead of this race in the opening lap as we follow Craig Lloyd, who is following Andy Bramall trying to fight for third. There's Diogo Silva in the grass already. Diogo is in 6th place now. He is between Jambo and an excellent Todd Antonio as Scott Davely now tries to recover some lost time as he qualified an excellent 4th, but he is already dropped down to 8th on the opening lap and now recovers to 7th. Recovers to 7th in the hairpin that leads back into the oval. As Todd Antonio tries to get back at him, but he's not able to, and Scott Davely has got into 7th spot. We are already in the second lap here in Texas Motor Speedway, and Scott being very, very nosy over there, trying to get a position from Diogo. Diogo takes the inside line in turn 1. This is actually allowed in this track. You don't get the penalty for taking that inner line either in the first corner or in the last corner, and I'll explain why that is in a moment as we follow Simon Allen now trying to make a move on Stuart Brand as Simon was delayed by that sort of incident in the first lap as oh dear, this is a major crash, and Scott Davely is upside down, nose first, which is a really weird situation for Scott. He was hit by Simon Allen, and I'm trying to see what happened in the replay, and I think what happened is that Scott actually hit a very slow Diogo Silva from behind in that infield chicane, lost a bit of time, and then Simon Allen just went straight at him and completely T-boned Scott. Both of them have used the reset button, as we see here Craig Lloyd getting a little bit more aggressive in that battle for third place, currently held by Andy Bramall. But Simon really just T-boned Scott at high speed there. A really strange incident. And Simon was able to reset quite quickly, but Scott, I believe, had some troubles because he had to let almost everyone go through. So Scott Davely not really capitalizing on his excellent qualifying position here and losing a lot of time in 2 or in fact 3 separate incidents as Craig Lloyd really seems to want that third place, and he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it into the oval unless Andy Bramall... No, Andy shuts the door on him. Into the oval they go to finish yet another lap. We are on lap 3, finishing lap 3. We are already in lap 4. As we see, Andy Booth leading the race since the beginning, and Kev Allen really trying now to put some pressure on Andy to see if he can recover that first place, and he's making a move into the inside of the hairpin here. Let's see if he manages. Almost contact there, but Kev now has the outside line, which is not really the ideal line for this second hairpin, and Andy has it covered, I believe. Andy Booth continues to lead here at Texas Motor Speedway as Kev Allen, and Kev Allen has gone through. Kev Allen, excellent overtake now by Kev Allen. He's into the grass now. He lost it. He lost it immediately after the overtake. An error by Kev Allen. Excellent overtake. A little bit of a dummy there, but he couldn't hold his composure through the chicane and ended up just running wide, I believe, there, and really then just sliding into off the track and losing time, but not losing a position. He's still in second place. Here is Andy Bramall again, defending from Craig Lloyd, and Andy taking that inside line here in the last corner. So, as I mentioned, the game will not penalize drivers for taking the inside line into the first corner or the last corner. And the reason for this is because we don't really have a formal pit lane entrance or a pit lane exit here at Texas Motor Speedway, and therefore drivers need to use those areas to enter and exit the pits. Of course, in the old Fox Racing format, and here we got contact now between Craig Lloyd and Andy Bramall, but the positions are maintained. So the game will not penalize drivers for running in the pit exit or the pit entry. Simon Allen now again. Simon Allen is having quite a day here. He's again in rallycross mode, and he was trying to overtake Diogo Silva, who is in 8th place, trying to recover from that incident with Scott Davely earlier that the cameras did not show. Diogo with that distinctive number 20 green livery, trying to get the position back from Stuart Brand, who is in an excellent 7th place, and really Diogo trying to minimize some damage to his point standings. He's playing with a controller this round, also in the next round, and he's really not a controller expert, but he should be able to do better than 8th place. He's desperately trying to overtake Stuart Brand, but not quite in contact there in the start-finish line between Stuart Brand and Diogo Silva, and who is behind that? Simon Allen. Simon Allen is going on the outside to pass both of them. Will he try to pass into the first corner? We don't know. Will he manage to do an overtake without crashing into anything? We don't know either, as we now get into the first hairpin, and Simon Allen has got a position from Diogo. Diogo is now back in 9th place. So not the greatest of races for Diogo Silva, or for Simon Allen for that matter, as he basically, and Simon Allen makes contact with Stuart Brand, but survives to fight another day. Oh no, he doesn't. He goes into the grass. Really, it looks like a joker lap there through the grass for Simon Allen. He's really struggling to control this Lotus 72D with that number 11 yellow and green. He's trying to get Stuart Brand. No, he didn't. He's stepped there on a few nose cones, really all over the place is all I can say about Simon Allen's race. Really, he is in 8th place, struggling to overtake Stuart for 7th. Here comes Diogo again, and he wants more. Simon Allen now trying the outside in the oval in turn 1. Stuart taking the inside line, as is Diogo. Diogo now trying to go in the middle of them. Will it work? I don't think this is a very good idea, but Simon now has completed the pass. Simon has completed the pass, and Diogo has also managed to pass Stuart Brand. So Stuart is going backwards in this race, losing 2 positions in the same corner. Here is Simon Allen on Todd D'Antonio. Gets a jump done. No, he doesn't. More contact. Really, Simon Allen has a magic wand, a magic magnet that attracts him to other cars and also to the grass in this race. But I think he's managed to overtake everyone now. He's back in 6th place. With Diogo now 7th. He's also got past Todd D'Antonio. Todd goes down to 8th, with Scott Davely now also managing to recover 9th place from Stewart Brand, as we see now Andy Bramall, who has lost third place to Craig Lloyd. We haven't seen that overtake in the cameras, but Craig has not only managed to overtake Andy, but also open a little bit of a gap of around 1.5 seconds. As Kev Allen once again is on the pursuit to Andy Booth. We are almost, well, in fact, just at the midpoint of the race, and Simon Allen has yes, no, that is Jambo. Sorry, it's not Stewart Brand. They're running the same livery, so I was like mixing up the two. But Simon has actually managed to complete a couple of laps without hitting anything or the grass, which is great to see, and he's now in pursuit of Jambo to at least get he's in the grass again. But didn't lose too much time there. He's in 6th place and trying to attack Jambo's 5th place. Let's see there into the final hairpin if it's going to work. He's on the outside, which is not the greatest of overtaking spots there, but he manages to just hold up there and complete the pass. He's completed the pass, Simon Allen, and he is in 5th place. Let's see if he can recover some ground to Andy Bramall. There is Diogo Silva as well, now in 7th. As he himself now finds some time and recovers some time from Jambo. So Jambo really didn't do a very good lap in there. He got passed by Simon Allen, and he now has Diogo Silva all over him as well. So we have a three-way battle for 5th place here at Texas Motor Speedway road course, round 31 of Old Fox Racing PS4. We are entering the final stages, hopefully, of this championship that Kev Allen has dominated, and yet again here he is running 2nd, while Simon Allen is in 5th. So yet again, Kev is going to increase his advantage over Simon. And meanwhile, in the battle for 3rd place, advantage to Andy Booth, who's leading the race with Andy Bramall, only 4th. And here comes Diogo Silva on Jambo. Diogo Silva is making a move on Jambo. He's going through the inside, and I believe that's going to yield. Yes, it does. Diogo completes the pass, and he is now in 6th position. Jambo falls naturally to 7th. So Jambo also, after a great start and very good qualifying, he's dropping down the order a little bit. I wonder if he has some issue with his car or with his tires, because he is not moving in the right direction. He's tried to make a move there back at Diogo, but Diogo had none of it and continues in 6th place now and trying to chase Simon Allen for 5th, as we follow the number 32 car of Stewart Brand, who is currently in 9th, has a slightly deformed nose cone in there. So he must have also had some sort of minor incident. Scott Davely has had a major incident, in fact multiple incidents. He is running 10th, which is somewhat disappointing after such a strong performance in qualifying, but Scott will for sure be looking forward to the next race with that white number 31 Lotus 72D. What a random combination we have here this week. Classic Formula 1 car in an oval circuit in America. That's really a combination that only in Project Cars 2 you could see. But of course, Old Fox Racing is all about flexibility. It's all about being able to be fast and consistent in all sorts of cars and all sorts of circuits. And Andy Booth has a special taste for classic Formula 1. He's normally very good at it, and he's again showing that. We are on lap 11 out of 15, slightly extended distance here at Texas Motor Speedway. It's quite a short course, and therefore to make the normal sort of like 20-22 minute race, the number of laps has been extended from 12 to 15. Doesn't seem to be a problem for Andy Booth, who has built a very commanding lead of around 2 seconds in front of Kev Allen, with Craig Lloyd in his return to this series again in the podium position. Craig Lloyd is the only driver who has finished in the top 5 in every single race he has participated in this series. He is also the driver with the highest average points per finish, including a higher average than Kev Allen and Simon Allen, and that's really an incredible performance, and we could only wish that Craig would turn up more often to Old Folks Racing PS4, so we could have maybe a 3-way battle for the title. But that's not really happening because Kev Allen is disappearing in the point standings. Andy Booth now has a comfortable, stable lead that should be converted into yet another victory. He's got 3 victories already in this series, 2 of which interestingly came with a classic Lotus F1 at the old Spa. Texas Motor Speedway could not be more different than old Spa, but clearly Andy Booth is really at ease with these classic Formula 1 combinations. We could say it's Formula 1 from his time, really. What's happening here at the back, we see Scott Davely, who is trying to recover some ground, and he's now behind Todd D'Antonio. Todd is in 8th place, and I'm not sure he's going to be in 8th place for much longer because Scott clearly has a lot more speed, and now into the oval, almost running into the back of Todd there, but he is trying to make a pass here. Will he manage to do it? He's on the outside. Todd is trying to defend on the inside, and it's a really, really interesting battle here for 8th place, showing again that in Old Folks Racing PS4 we see battles throughout the field for the leads, for 4th place, and also here for 8th place as well. Kev Allen has had a relatively quiet race, but he's coming. He's coming after Andy Booth. We are on lap 13, so 3 laps to go. And all of a sudden, Kev has basically just reduced the difference from more than 2 seconds to less than 1 second, and we have again a battle for the lead here at Texas Motor Speedway. So an exciting finish is here in the making, as Kev Allen in that number 17 yellow Lotus 72D is making a final dash for the cash. Remember, we are in Texas, and there is a very, very attractive cash prize for whoever wins this race. $1 million have been determined as the prize money here at Texas Motor Speedway. So clearly they are not just running for the victory, but also for quite a lot of cash that could transform their lives here in America. Kev Allen has run wide in the hairpin. Kev Allen has run wide in the hairpin. He was trying really to do too much too quickly there, I think. He could have waited a bit more. He still has got 2 laps, but now he's back again. He's in the back foot again because he has lost more than a second there. Now to Andy Booth, and I wonder if in the last 2 laps is that going to be enough to recover, as Todd D'Antonio is now in 9th place. We saw Scott Davely going through to retake 8. Stuart Brand is the last of the points finishers, also the last of the finishers, as we had Dirk and Sean signed up for this race, and in fact I think they even managed to get through qualifying, but sadly disconnected before the race started, so they will be credited with the did not start in this race, which is a shame, because the more drivers we have, the more battles we can see throughout the field. However, only 10 entrants here, only 10 starters in this race, as we enter the last lap. 1 to go is sponsored here in Texas by the Credit One credit card. If you are in debt already, don't worry, Credit One will give you more debt to spend on more stuff. as Andy Booth enters the last lap of the race. Craig Lloyd is in third, Kev Allen is in second, Andy Bramall is in fourth, as Simon Allen really is now closing in on Andy. I wonder if we are going to see still a battle for fourth. Here it is. Here is the battle for fourth place as we enter the last lap, as Simon Allen and Andy Bramall are separated by less than a second. In the meantime, here is Jambo and Scott Davely, who is making an excellent recovery there after that string of incidents in the opening laps, and he might just be able to take seventh, which would be quite a good result. Not as good as it could have been, but still a very decent effort from Scott Davely there. Stuart Brand is also starting his last lap. Oh no, this wasn't the last lap. This was... Oh dear, I apologize again, I wasn't following this properly. This was the end of the race, so well done to Andy Booth and Kev Allen and Craig Lloyd for the podium positions, and look forward to race 2 just now.